that they're going to be playing is a game entitled Conducted Story. Some of you might be familiar with this one. They're basically going to tell a story one person at a time, bit by bit. I'm going to be conducting them. You'll see how it all works out. What we need from the audience participation, what we need from the audience is the name of an untold story, an unlikely fairy tale type story, or something like that. Well, we want to do something that has not yet been told. That's a good one. We want to do something that has not yet been told, an unlikely hero story. Sorry? Again, something that's already been told. We want to do something that has not yet been told.
Princess and the bowling ball.
The princess and the bowling ball. Princess and the bowling ball.
Yeah.
All right?
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a princess, and she had a very, very heavy bowling ball. One day, she went to the bowling alley to celebrate her return.
Well, the bowling ball, she decided to take it to the bowling alley, which didn't work out so well because the bowling ball is actually really heavy. So she dragged it with a bunch of horses and pulled it, and eventually she got to the bowling alley. But she couldn't go bowling
Because all the lanes were closed. She eventually realized that she was the princess, so she kicked out a family of people in the bowling alley for herself.
Now, the bowling ball was a talking bowling ball, and it said, "Why are you using me? Why don't you use the other pink one?"
It also said how awful she was at bowling. Then one day, she came back to go bowling, and then all of a sudden, the bowling ball suddenly
Dropped out of her hand and started rolling, not through the alley, but through the alley of people. It started knocking down many people. It was very mean of the bowling ball. So the princess,
She ran after the bowling ball. She was about to catch it when it jumped up, landed on someone's foot, and she had to stop and apologize.
the person did not accept that apology. So it turns out the person was an evil
witch. It turned out that that witch was the same person who locked her in a tower for 40 years. She then tried to get all of her gardeners to her.
And then the dwarves came.
Dwarves came and they had their little hammers that they used for their mining business. And they started
With the bowling ball and the mining material, and then the bowling ball grew eyes, a mouth, and a nose, and stuck its tongue out at
And stuck its tongue at the witch. However, the witch put a spell on the bowling ball and the dwarfs, and they were also locked in a tower.
And then they grew very long hair, and you basically know what happened after that.
Eventually, they were waiting for their